Hey Scott, great job running a string of events so far. How has it been from a president's perspective of running everything, like getting everything set up for the first event and then just continuing and pushing through, especially with COVID still being around.
I'll tell you, it's just different, right? But we have to adapt and we have to stay fluid because right now this is the new normal. And do I think it's going to be like this for a long time? I mean, years? No. But do I think it's going to be like this for months? Maybe 6-8 months. I do think that, it's going to be a situation where we're going to have to deal with it. Listen, nobody wanted this to happen. It happened. And, we are dealing with it. And I think that we're doing a good job. And, the fights have been great. I really enjoyed watching the fights. And, seeing the quality of fights, coming out of the Mohegan Sun has been, I think, world class and, as good as anybody else. So to me, tonight you saw super high level mixed martial arts at the light heavyweight division and Julia Budd's fight. And, it's just really nice to see it. But, would it be nice to have, 10,000 people here in the arena like we normally have? Sure. But it's not going to happen. And I think that until, we figure this whole thing out as a not just a country, but as the rest of the world and everybody, we got to figure this thing out. As they figure it out worldwide, we'll adapt and we'll be part of, how we set up the next future fights. And, if we can start doing audience of 25%, 50%, we'll do it. But, being here and, being involved and just seeing this event with no crowd, it's just a different feeling. But it is what it is. I'm just glad that we could, bring it to our fight fans and get our fights back on the air.
Kevin Varghese. Kevin, go ahead.
Vadim Nemkov. Quick question, 2 questions is, if Bellator were to offer you the rematch with Ryan Bader, would you take it?
Я бы согласился на матч-реванш, но я не уверен, что этого захочет Райан. Ему сейчас надо время восстановиться. И не знаю. Я считаю, что его время прошло. Пришло наше время. Я его у него забрал в 205 фунтов. Валик заберет в супертяжелом весе. Его эпоха прошла.
He said, I would take the fight if Bellator offered it, but I feel like maybe Ryan should take some time and regroup. I feel like I just took his belt. Valentin is going to take his heavyweight belt, and the era of Ryan Bader is over.
Last question is, okay, with that out of the picture, then what is the message you're trying to send to all the light heavyweight contenders?
План. Я хочу сказать, что я готов драться со всеми и что приму вызов от любого достойного оппонента. Я готов.
He said, my message is simple. I'm ready to fight anybody, and I will accept the challenge from any worthy opponent.
Kevin Varghese.
Hey, congrats on the great victory. One key question. The Tampa's watching tonight. Do you have a message for her? Are you coming back for the title?
Absolutely. I'm coming back to the title. It's Bellator's call, but that's my goal,
Or Che Congo.
Kevin Varghese.
Hey, Valentin. Congrats on the win. Fighting through 3 rounds with Roy Nelson, did you sense any time a finish coming, or were you just patient with him and progressed through the fight?
Я старался работать наверняка, чтобы обязательно победить. Не рисковал, скажем так.
He said, my intention was to win and not take unnecessary risks.
From the line of Kevin Varghese. Kevin, your line is now live.
Hey, John, congrats on a dominating victory. One of the key questions, with the arena being quiet, recently people have been able to hear the commentators Were you able to hear John McCarthy late in the round saying like, "Hey, you need to finish. You know, you should finish him off"?
I didn't hear that. I heard a couple of things they were saying. I could hear him saying Salter took round 1, right? And I was hoping they were agreeing to that because I thought I did. But no, just, you know, like I was saying, I'm a finisher. When people turn on the TV to watch me fight, they expect me to finish. And I wasn't being that guy. I was going out there for the win. And then it just clicked. I got to get this finish. I can't just sit here and win. That's not me.
All right. Well, last question from me is, you know, when you got to mount, were you looking to just, hey, find the position perfectly, or were you trying to execute the finish right away?
Well, I knew with me being cut, I knew he was going to see that blood and he was going to go nuts. So number one, he cut me in the second round. So I knew I can't ever give him another space because it's going to get slippery from the blood. So he's a hard guy to hold on to anyway. So that really led a lot to me just holding on there for a little bit, because I knew with the cut I had to be smart and not let that get all over him and him get slippery. And, you know, that was really the most important thing in that second round. And in the third round, I knew if I get there, he's not getting up. I can hold him there. Doesn't matter how tired I am. And that's a position I work a lot, especially for this fight, knowing he was a good grappler. But like I said, as I sat there a little while, I just kept telling myself, you don't do this. You finish people, so get the finish.